Right. Good afternoon, everyone. We're coming from the Jakal Consulting Group. Please start it. Yeah. We're coming from the Jakal Consulting Group with me, Royan here, and Jadu, Mohamed Bishara, Ahmad Masra, and we're going to present our work with the title of Chemical Ascent Transforming South Korea's Chemical Industry with Briolf Group. Next, please. Next, please. Yeah, so for a brief explanation about the Briolf Group is a global leader chemical market industry with more than 14 brands around the world with more than 120 countries reached already and more than 245 millions of euros with project revenue. And we already know that Briolf Group is trying to enter the Korean market with their already spread wide around the globe. They're spread around Europe, America, and also some part of the Asia. And by entering Asian market, we know that for the Briolf Group, they're trying to enter it by South Korea, and we already know that for South Korea, it's one of the biggest chemical powerhouse in the world. They are fifth with the leading chemical market with the market size of more than 150 billions of euros. And answering that question, South Korea is one of the best market like right now because of the workforce empowerment and also the incentives of the investment. And as we know that the tax exemption up to 7 years, and also they also provide the R&D support and also 100% of zone, as we already heard from the groups that South Korea have lots of economic free zones areas so that every company, every industry are very welcome in this country. Next, please. Yeah, so a closer look into the South Korean market, as we know that for the market environment in South Korea itself, there is 42% of GDP export, and it is coming from lots of industrial companies, and also for the high demand, which in this matter is the chemical sectors. It has 4 to 6% of CAGR coming from diverse of resources. However, the challenges that Briolf Group need to really face is the market share and also for the labor cost, which we're talking about South Korea, where they are really proud about their brands and their local brands, and also for the labor cost, it's very high operating cost for the labor cost and also for another kind of operating cost. And talking about the strength and the weaknesses, Briolf Group is a very diversified portfolio with, you can see there are a lot of companies they have and a lot of chemical sectors that they also provide. And in this matter, we're talking about Montana Color, especially in the chemicals, and also it's already proven like around the world, around Europe, America, and also part of Asia. And the key barriers that we are facing here is about the brand awareness. We want to raise the brand awareness for the Montana Colors and also for other companies that we are also bringing. Also for the competition, local brand really have strong brands, and also for the supply chain because it is an entry base of solution. We are not having local manufacturing, so it will cost us a higher manufacturing cost. Also for the regulation, we also need to deal with some of laws restriction. Next, please.
Okay. All right. So for the slide is going to be presented by me for the digital analysis for Montana Colors expansion in South Korea. Montana Colors expansion into Korea requires like compliancy with import and export laws, strict labor and environmental regulations, and IP protection. The strong economy and demand for high quality products offer growth opportunities, but higher labor costs must be considered. Cultural adaptation to South Korea business structure is essential, while leveraging local tech leadership and R&D partnership can drive innovation. Additionally, the demand for eco-friendly products and Montana Colors sustainability goals. Overall, careful alignment with the legal, economic, and social factors will support a successful market entry. Next.
for the SWOT analysis for Montana plant in South Korea, we have the portfolio forces which are in consideration. We see that we have the competitive rivalry where the industry is expected to grow within 5 years, but it's really into the balanced market, which is good for the Montana plant, and for the threat of substitutes because of the high technology in South Korea and the advanced manufacturing, which is good. It's quite low. The risk of substitutes are quite low because of the advanced technology and manufacturing. And for the bargaining power of customers, it's quite moderate because South Korea has a lot of companies which are ready to the competition and make the bargaining power of customers moderate. And for the threat of neo entrants, the industry rival with the strong competition from the local and the outside or international players, international industries which are operating in South Korea right now. And for the bargaining power of suppliers, it's also moderate for the next 5 years, which is expected to be expected balanced also. For the SWOT analysis, we can see that for the strength of the Montana Group, for the Montana plant, the strategic location for South Korea as a country, there is a big competitors and there is a big companies which are related to the high technology like China, the Southeast Asia, which is showing the capability and the stability for the market for the Montana products. And there is also skilled workforce and advanced manufacturing, as it mentioned previously, for South Korea having a lot of free industrial zones, which leads to the advanced manufacturing and the skilled workforce. And the opportunities which are in South Korea now, it's the big market of Southeast Asian countries, and they're easy for shipping goods and the cost rate for the localization products, where South Korea is trying to localize the products which are made in South Korea before importing products from outside, which is good and the opportunity for the Montana Group. For the weakness which are expected for the Montana practice, the high labor and the real estate costs, which are quite high compared to other Asian countries, and the dependence on external suppliers. For the threats, we see that there is a competition from the establishment for the local farms, but for the economic slowdowns, any economic slowdowns which in the key markets for the Eastern could impact the demand, but for the strength, and it's going to be so distant. That's clear.
Okay, so now we have kind of like the competitiveness landscape and the big players within the industry. We came in a short of three companies. We know that KCC Corporation, we know the Samyang Chemical and Henkel Korea. These are big players in the industry, and we believe that we can position Briolf subsidiaries and companies in a way that they will first, in terms of talking about Montana, they will be targeting more into the urban art and the DIY, which is increasing market, and they can have a space into it. And in general, if you put them, we can believe that they can have a good caption of the market. So, and then that leads us to this question, where this question in general, how can Briolf Group strategically have their spots within the South Korea and overcome the challenges and also capture potential opportunities in the chemical market? To approach that, we came with three roadmaps. First is the establishment of the plant for Montana. Secondly, synergizing the group's presence roadmap. And then also, lastly, we have the sustainable growth, where we take a road of how having ease entry into the market and also having sustainable and scaling market. So I come to the solution, which is escalating that triple synergy expansion strategy, where we're going to localize to lead, we're going to synergize, have a synergy in action, and also align and thrive. What is the outcome expected from these solutions? First, in general, the outcome to be establishing a strong market presence for the group in Asia and also achieve 20% market share, especially into the aerosol market in South Korea. Then, next. Now we're gonna talk about the first strategy where we want to localize to lead. Montana would open at land. So the question comes where, and then we did our analysis into choosing which would be the best place to play, and Busan turns out and stand out as the most effective and most suitable place to be. That's taking into consideration logistics, cost, and also the market access, and also taking into consideration the 3 companies that we'd like to bring in, where we'll have the synergy in it. What about Busan? In Busan, like one of the main thing that makes it very attractive is that not only for Montana, but if we type into the other industries, in Busan, 90% of Korean shipbuilding and the shipbuilding parts are produced there. 45% of the nation's automobile production is there, 40% of the overall production it's been there, and also in terms of the educational presence and how it's easy to get talent. There are 25 universities and also 334 research institutions to support the innovation and development. So we selected the area, and then within time we selected the Nomon Foreign Investment Zone. Why we choose that? Because we believe it provides a very suitable environment in terms of the location, because it's very near to the new Busan port development and also connected into the country overall. And also nicely, there is a great connectivity if it comes spreading the product of Montana to all the Asia market, because the shipments weekly coming from to Southeast Asia like 148, and to China 76, and to Japan 84, which is make it very unique to establish. Next, Brian.
Yeah, thank you. So this is the company that we were going to choose. So the first one we have Camfix, the second one we have Areco Italia, and also third one we have Intec. We know that Roberlo is already established in Korea, and we also know that Intec is kind of similar with Roberlo, but different in target market. From the score, we have factors used are the market size, competition, differential potential, and also barriers entry. And we can also see that the current market suitability for this company is very suitable, with 5.15% of CAGR year on year. And for the strategies that we have analysis on the supply chain integration, where we could do some unifying and integrating the supply chain and also centralizing, which Korea will be the hub for the Briolf Group companies, and also for the targeted markets, as we know that the said companies have different market overall. Next, please.
All right, for the first solution here, we propose to ensure a smooth market entry to South Korea. The solution is focusing on influencer marketing, like event sponsorship and product placement in a high visibility areas to increase brand awareness. By collaborating with popular K-pop groups like Blackpink and BTS and those bands, and showing the product through artists on social media, the brand will engage with young, creative audience. Additionally, the innovative store design, so in street art with K-pop elements, provide a unique shopping experience. The goal of this strategy is build brand awareness, expand reach, and attract a culture-driven customer base. Next.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's for our presentation. Thank you for your attention. We're going to the Q&A session.